Well, Anita McNaught has been covering the elections for us in Baghdad. I asked her if Alawi would automatically become Prime Minister.
No, it doesn't, but that didn't stop celebratory gunfire in the streets tonight. And on Shakir TV, the channel that has been most pro-Alawi in the lead-up to this election verdict, are seeing looped pictures of celebrations in the street in the area in which he lives. But we also saw a very, very tense, a very terse Prime Minister Maliki, surrounded by his supporters, surrounded by his people from the Dawa party, making a very stern, perhaps ominous statement about what he felt was still unacceptable in this election process.
The results announced today are not final. We still insist for a manual recount of votes. We can't accept these results while we suspect them. We want to build our country on a clear and transparent elections. Therefore, the Electoral Commission must seriously respond to our demand.
Now, as the vote was announced, the voting tally was announced at the Rashid Hotel in central Baghdad. We had a long speech, a very approving and commendatory speech by the special representative from the United Nations to Iraq, Ad Melkert. He urged all parties, as you said, Sami, to accept the results of this election. And he said that as far as the UN was concerned, and he paid tribute to the team working on this, he said there was no evidence of systemic or widespread fraud.
Well, it has been a very carefully crafted process over the past few weeks. That's also part of the explanation why it took quite a while. It is a much better process than, for instance, with the elections in 2005. There's no comparison with the Afghanistan elections, really two different situations. And we have witnessed and contributed to a process that by and large is meeting general standards.
Now, most other parties in Iraq actually have come to terms with this electoral process. It seemed when Nouri al-Maliki made his first angry statement a few days ago, reminding everyone that he was still commander of the armed forces, that some other parties might use this as an opportunity to express some reservations. We saw Iraq's President Jalal Talabani say that he was in favour of a manual recount, as the Prime Minister has said. He went on to qualify that and said he was really only talking about the disputed provinces such as Kirkuk in the north of the country, where Kurds are directly affected. So the Prime Minister, or we should say the caretaker Prime Minister at the moment, a lone voice here, a lone voice, but a significant voice. We're waiting to see what tomorrow brings.